So, jump. Shake hands behind the head. Good stretch forwards. Push backwards forwards. And swing hands backwards. And forwards. Hands on hips and neck exercise. Bring that to hand. Two, set, net, yes, yes. Your left and right hand. Two, set, net, yes, yes. Your left and right. Stretch your right hand. Two, set, net, yes, yes. You have a change. Hand. Two, set, net, yes, yes. You're crossing the arms, switch forwards. Yes. You stretch backwards, hard. 2, 7, yeah. Yes. Yes. You switch down to your right leg. 4, 7, yes. You to the right leg. 1, 2, 7, yes. You release it back on your left leg, up on your right heel. Hand. 7, yeah. Yes. Yes. Change. 1, 2, 7, yes. Change this to on the side of the foot. So just push it forwards. 1, 2, 7, yes. Yes. Good on the board foot, low knee. 1, 2, 7, yeah. Yes. Yes. Change the sides. 1, 2, 7, yeah. Yes. Yes. Good on the board foot. 1, 2, 7, yeah. Yes. Yes. So first stretch we're going to do is the side stretch. I'll just focus that. Okay. So it's called a Cossack squat. Do you want to bring this to the screen? When you do a Cossack squat, basically you've got your foot flat on the floor, you're sticking your bottom out, and you're leaning in this position here. Right, so we're just going to set down the Cossack squat. So it's for 10 seconds. Hand, 2, 7, net, that's it. Yes. Good on the heel, and a little bit up, hand, 2, 7, net, that's it. Yes. Good. And again on the side edge of the foot, Cossack squat, hand, 2, 7, net, that's it. Yes. Good on the heel, hand, 2, 7, net, that's it. Yes. Good. So we're going to carry on with the stretching we were doing last week, which is called PNF stretching. And PNF stretching is basically, I can't think of the term, it has to do with neural pathways from your nerves to your muscles. So what stops you stretching a lot of the time is your nerves telling your brain enough is enough. So to confuse it, what you do is as you stretch forwards, you tense and push your knees into the floor. It kind of confuses the body a little bit and allows that stretch reflex to kick in. And then you can go a little bit further forwards and then press your knees down. And slowly you'll be able to stretch a little bit further every time. So we'll do three repetitions. So we'll go forwards, we'll tense, then we'll go forward a little bit more, and then we'll tense again, and go forward a little bit more. You should find that your stretch increases over the time forward. So leaning forwards, just as far forward as you can, and hold the stretch, and then press your knees into the floor. 1, 2, 7, net, that's it. That's it. And again, go a little bit further if you can. Press your knees into the floor. 1, 2, 7, net, that's it. And one last time, stretch for a little bit further. Forwards, 1, 2, 7, net, that's it. And up. You bring your right leg inside, bring that leg forwards. So again, sometimes when you're stretching, when you go forwards, you don't always get your best stretch because the body can only stretch so far, and then it needs to relax a little bit before it allows you to stretch any further. It's just the body's self-protection system. So again, by just tensing the muscles, you're getting a stretch as you do it. So let's stretch forwards. Good. And then just tense your knees to the floor. 1, 2, 7, net. That's it. And pull yourself a little bit further forwards. And push down, hand up. Good. Set. Net. That's it. One more time, push down. Hand up. Good. Set. Net. That's it. Well done, guys. Hang up. This time we're going to grab onto the ankle and we're going to stretch out. Hand up. Good. Set. Net. That's it. That's it. Yo. Yo. Up. And yo. And then change legs. Again, left leg inside. And again, what we'll do, we'll stretch forward, we'll hold it for a bit, tense, stretch forward again, as we did before. So stretching forward, just so you naturally get to the maximum stretch you can do. And push, hand, set, net. That's it, and pull yourself a little bit further forwards. Push down, hand, set, net, and relax. Pull yourself forward one more time. Push, hand, set, net, and then grabbing onto your ankle. And stretch out. Again, hand, good, set, net. That's it. That's it. Yoga, yo, up, yo, and then bring your legs together. And shake your legs loose. Good. Okay, so we're going to stretch both muscle groups. So you've got the muscles behind you in your bottom called your glutes, and you've got your adductors on the inside of your thigh. They're the two muscle groups that allow your legs to go further apart. So start with arms behind. Okay, we're going to just press our knees to the floor. Rather than pressing down with your knees, you want to press down with your bottom. Okay, and your bottom muscles are going to force the knees down. So, do it. Set. Net. That's it. Yes. Good. Yo, grab onto your ankles. Now you can press down on the knees to stretch the inside of the toes. Good. Set. Net. That's it. Yes. Good. Yo. And the legs up. Okay. Stretching out. Again to what's comfortable for you. Right. And this stretch is known as the pancake stretch. Because when you sit flat, it's not good. So, same sort of thing we're going to do. We're going to go forward from the hips. So if I just go to the side position, so you can see. Okay. Again, we're going to go forward from the hips, but keeping the back straight. Right. Get to a comfortable stretch, and then we're just going to tense the inside of our thighs to allow us to stretch out the muscles here and the muscles here. So again, keeping your head up, stretch forward till you feel like you can't go any further. Okay. And then we're just going to tense the muscles, the leg muscles, hand, good, set, net, that's it. So pushing my knees into the floor. Again, you should get it a little bit further. Pushing to the floor, hand, good, set, net, that's it. And a little bit further. Pushing, hand, good, set, net, that's it. And then we're going to stretch to our right leg. Stretch forwards, hand, good, set, net, that's it. Yes. Good. Yours the right leg. Hand. Good. Set. Net. That's it. Yes. Good. Yo. Bring our legs together. We'll check. Okay, so we're going to go into the plow stretch. So again, if your back's a little bit dodgy, don't try this stretch. Just bring your knees to your chest. If your back's okay, again, it's a great one for the lower back. Just to push over. Stretch. Good. Set. Net. That's it. That's it. Yo, forwards. And one last time. We're going to put our legs apart. Just to a comfortable position. You don't have to go mad because it's just a warm up. Okay. Again, just going to lean forwards. Hold that position. Slowly rotate to your left. Set. Net to the center. That's it. Yes. Yo. Yo to the right. Hand. Set. Net to the center. That's it. That's it. You slowly bring your legs in. Shake your legs loose. We're going to go onto our fronts. Okay. So this particular stretch here is we're just going to have our arms straight. Just press our belts or our tummies into the floor and stretch up. Set. Net and onto the toes. We're going to push our heels to the floor whilst pushing our palms away, stretching the shoulders. Set. That's it. Yep. And again, Last stretch, Hannah. Oop. Set. Neck change. That's yes. Okay. So from here, we're going to put our right foot back, spine stance. We're going to work on that on the neck. So stepping back, so up following front stretch kick. So we're going to bring our leg up, and then step back into cross. So remember, coming back, crossing in and what I'm crossing. So right again. 2, 7, yeah, yes, yes, you, you, hop, you, just go, same again, up, following, front stretch. 2, 7, yeah, yes, yes, you, you, hop, you. Okay, so we're going to cover peak juggy today. Peak juggy is called reverse roundhouse kick. So if you ever see Soo Bahk advertised, you'll always see this peak juggy kick. I thought today I'd kind of break it down into a little bit more detail. And for those of you who've done it before, but also give a bit of extra coaching on this kick as well. There's 2 ways you can do this. So what we'll do to start with is if you just bring the screen down to the next slide. Okay, we're going to start with our right foot back. So if you go to a chest level, if that's okay. A bit higher, so that's it. And stop. Lovely. So we're going to bring our knee across our body, okay, kind of 45 degrees. At the same time, we're going to lift up onto our toes. So we're just going to work on this motion first, lifting and getting nice and light by throwing that knee into the air. So let's work on a few of those with our right foot back, and then we'll go on to the next part of the technique. Okay? So again, it's important when you throw the kick that you turn this foot sideways. So you're sideways as we do. Sorry, my computer's just messing about here. Sorry about this. Okay, so by the count, we're going to go to up and back down. Good. 2. So if you go a little bit higher, so hand position, we want one arm here, one arm here. Just the arm up. So it's kind of in line with the knee. Okay, so up, back, yeah. Just. Okay, you come up a bit higher, sir. Next part of the technique is to turn the body. Okay, so what we're going to do is we come up here. We're going to pull that left shoulder back. Okay, here, and turn the knee this way. Okay, up and turn. So the knee goes that way. At the same time, the shoulder comes back. So it's a double motion. One knee forward. On the side view, you see the pull back and the turn of the knee. Right? So in this view, the pull back and the turn of the knee. Right? So let's try that movement as we go. So again, up and turn. 2. 10. So you only can really get that turn of the knee if you pull the shoulder. Quite a common mistake with this kick is this shoulder doesn't move. They kind of go this way. You have quite a square body. You need to pull it away from you to bring this shoulder forwards to allow this to happen. Okay? This arm here can come and live on the inside. As you come up, you can live on the inside now of your knee. So this, if I show you again, so this way, arm up. Let's try it all the way through. 2, turn, arm in, turn. Yeah. Okay, so all we're doing from here now is we're extending the kick. Okay, if I try and do it slowly, this way, okay? Turning and kicking. So up and kicking. That's what's called a peak jump, or reverse roundhouse kick. All right? So a very, very famous technique that It's from Tae Kung, which is a very old Korean martial art. Okay, so if you ever reread the history of Muay Thai, you'll see the grandmaster and founder saw these guys doing this particular kick. Okay, so we'll try now with the peak chuggy all the way through with our right leg. So we'll get 2, 7. We're striking with the ball of the foot. We're not pointing our toes, we're pulling our heel back. We're striking with the ball of the foot. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Okay, so option 2 for Dan members, Gup Dan Hyung showed me another way to do this. The way I was taught was to do this and flick. The other way is to go up and kind of reach with a more of a straight leg. So more this way. So as you come up, it's more of a leg throw than a flick. Okay, I think both are correct. The leg throw is more powerful, but the twist is a lot quicker. So I think you can do both, right? So maybe for the next couple of peak juggies, try it a straight leg as you come up. See if it makes a little bit of difference to your technique. Okay. And again, yes, yes, or hill. Okay, so usually we have one leg that peak juggy is better than the other. Okay, this is my bad side, probably your bad side as well. Okay, so again, we're going to make sure, if you bring the screen down, sir, that as the knee comes across, a bit high if that's okay, that we come up on the ball of the foot this way and we lift. That lifting motion makes the twisting of your body a lot easier to do. If you're flat on the floor, it's really hard to move your body. So let's try a few where we're going to go up and just try and kick the knee towards the ceiling. Okay? So like it. 2, 7, 10, 45 degrees. Yeah. Okay, come up a little bit, sir. Okay, so now we're going to try to get the body involved. So as we do the knee here, we're just going to pull the right shoulder, turn the left knee this way. You see the arm comes across the body at the same time. So it's this motion here. Okay, up, turn, up, and turn. Great. So again, 2, 10, 10, 4, yes. Okay, so now we're going to try and get all the way through with that peak chuggy. Okay? With the other leg. So, 2, 10, yeah, yes. One more, yes. Sure. So the reason I want to do the peak chuggy a little bit more now is it appears a lot in the 3-step sparring and in your Soo Bahk kick. So the more we teach this kick to colour belts as well, easier it's going to be. So we're going to work on a mixed combination of forms. So what I thought I might do today is put some Dan form moves in with some Gup member forms, and we can all have a go at the combination. Okay, so it's just one sequence which goes from one form to another to another. And it's just really something I played with when I was thinking about lesson content. So check. So what we're going to do to start with, we're going to step back with our left foot, and we're going to do a chop motion into back stance. So we're going to go back stance and then cat stance. You see how we went? We transitioned from the back stance position to the cat stance position. We've been doing that quite a lot in 3-step sparring, so I thought we might start with that drill here. Okay, so from the chungi stance, left foot's going to step back, right hand chop. Okay, and stepping to the side, right arm on top, double elbow strike. Set. Start for that position there. Okay. So that's the first part of the sequence. Again, right foot step, left foot switch steps back. Cat stance, and then step, shoot. Okay. Next thing we're going to work on okay, is double uppercut elbow, double tomahawk elbow. Okay, so we go from here, double uppercut elbow, double downward elbow. Okay, so we work that into our sequence now. Right? So again, you might recognise this from the upward forwards. Okay, so left foot steps back. Good. Double elbow swings. Head. Up. Double down. Good. Okay. Next move from here. So my computer's messing with that again. I do apologise. Okay. When we're down here, is we're going to do the double circle defence and stand up. You see again, this form here, it happens a lot. So we're going to just stand up and we're going to double circle block. Right? So from the side view, we'll go downward, we stand up, and we'll double circle into this position here. Okay. So again, left foot stepping down. 2, shoot. Double elbows, head, shoot. Double up, double down, up and circle. Okay, and down in this position here. All right, so one more time. Okay, stepping back with the left foot. And punch, 2, shoot. Cat stance. Here, double sides, head, right foot steps forward. Double up, double down, and then. So from here, we're going to rotate, sit Jasumaki. Okay, so, yep, okay, turn, sit Jasumaki. We covered this move a few weeks back. Okay, again, it happens a lot in your forms. So we'll do sit Jasumaki from that double elbow strike. Here, we'll do this move. Okay, so chumi. Left foot steps back. Reverse punch, 2, shoot. Double elbow strike with the left foot, right foot steps forward. Hit. Double uppercut elbow, double downward elbow. And then sit Jasumaki. Shoot. Good in and a good back stance. Okay, so from here, we're going to bring our knees together. Okay, and then inside out kick. Okay, it's a hammer kick. This way. Okay, so again, it's quite a difficult move because it's your lead leg. So if you just bring the screen down. So what we're doing is we're dragging our leg here, and we're pushing up. So back and up. All right, and this is kind of the movement that we're working on. So again, don't worry about height too much for the first couple. Okay, but this and this kick is getting in the higher belt forms. So again, left foot steps back. First punch, 2, shoot. Double elbow strike. 10. Double uppercut elbow, double downward elbow, and then stand up, double windmill block. Sit Jasumaki. Here, double inside out kick. Perfect. Okay, let's do one more. It's important for the next move that we get the inside out kick to finish. If you go down to the screen, sorry, with the legs to finish in front of your leg, not behind. As you do it this way, it comes down and it finishes in kind of like a 9 or 10 o'clock stance. This one. Okay, so we bring it back up again. So one more time. Back. 2, shoot. Double elbows. Head. Up. Double down. And then windmill. Sit Jasumaki. Here, 2, shoot. So from here, see, my foot hasn't touched the floor if you bring the screen down, so just below my head. Oh, perfect. We're going to step forwards and punch. Okay. So from the inside out kick, we stop and we step, we do a left reverse punch in front stance. Okay. So if we come back up, that's the next part of so controlling inside out kick is a very hard thing to do. So I appreciate that your foot sometimes will touch the floor. If you can stop it and then step forward and punch, that's just showing that good control. Okay. So from the chumbi stance, all the way through, right foot, reverse punch, 2, shoot, double elbow strike, set, double up, head, double down, double windmill. Okay. Sit Jasumaki, shoot, ani so pakuru chan, shoot, and then shoot, chundan kongek, chundan kongek. Excellent. Okay. Let's do it one more time. Right, we'll add the next move in a sec. So you might recognise some of these forms at black belt, okay, and some of them you may not. I know Sam will recognise all of the moves. Okay, so again, stepping up, reverse punch, 2, shoot, double elbow strikes, head, double up, double down, windmill, sit just too much, and Soo Bahk with a chain, 2, Chundan Kongyo. So the next move from here, we're going to rotate this arm and do this. So if you go down to the stance there, you'll see that its stance changes to Kima Jasen. This way, go back up again, sir. Okay. And as this arm comes back, this arm comes forwards. We end up in this long stance here, which we've done this one before. So from this position, this is straight, this comes in a circle, this comes forwards. We end up in this position here, okay? Which is a lovely little move when you see the application of this, okay? So we'll add that next bit to our combination. So from the Chunbi stance, left foot steps back, Chundan Kong, right foot steps, double mix, double up, down, dash, double windmill, sit just too much, and this Soo Bahk with a chance, 2, and then step, and then to finish. Yeah, excellent, guys. Lovely. Right, see. Okay, so that's almost all of the section done. Okay, we'll do it one more time, and then I'll add the next technique, which again is a green tag technique. Right foot, left foot steps back. Chundan Kong, 2, double elbows, head, double uppercut, double down, and then sit just too much. And Soo Bahk with a channel. Chundan Kong, then Chundan Kongyuk and Kondon Kongyuk. 2. Okay, next move, come up into this position. So from here, come up this way. Feet down again. So from here, again, we come up into the Pian Sandan position. Here, right, which is this is a throw, by the way. We're throwing something. This. So if I bring this screen up again, so we're transitioning from a strike now to a throw, and then we're going to a sweep. Okay. Chunbi. Left foot steps back. Chundan, 2, shoot. Double elbows, head. Double up, downward. And then windmill. Sit just enough. And Soo Bahk. Punch. And then, good. So from here, Hakisu Angano Chagi. Okay, elbow and back. Okay, so it's Pian Sandan. So from this position, we're here. You can turn your body. Left foot's going to kick. 1. Good. Elbow down. 2. Yep. Release. And back. Excellent. Okay. So almost the finish of the sequence. Right? And we'll finish in a second. So we have one more move after this, which is a turning back kick. If you look at Instagram, I did do this combination as a mixed form, and I put an inside-out kick on the end of it, but we'll do a back kick for today because of space. Okay, but it's a great way for you to kind of look at the forms that you've done. It's kind of a way to shadow box. So okay, I'll take this move from this form, stick it in this form. It's just a different way to mix up your training, really. Okay, so these are all movements from black belt forms and from gut forms that I've just put together as a sequence. Okay, so Chunbi. Okay, step 2, shoot, elbows, head, double up, double down, sit just in time, and Soo Bahk, 2, tip, yeah, and relax. Here, Hakisu Angano Chagi. Elbow, hammer, back. Okay, our last and final move we're going to move our left foot across, parry, and then Tuichagi, and step forward so we finish. We're going to do a turning back kick. So from this position here, left foot's going to step, parry, with that left arm. Make sure you can see over your right shoulder. Tuichagi, and then step forwards. Okay? And that is the whole of our mixed Hyung sequence. Okay, from the start to the finish. Right? So again, we'll do it one more time, and then we'll move on to a different technique. Okay? So, show me. Left foot. Two, two. Double elbow. Set. Up. Double down. Windmill. Sit gas to maki. Shoot. And Soo Bahkのチャイ。Shoot. Shundan kongyuk. Shundan kondo. Back up. Pakiso no chai. With elbow. Hammer. Carry. Tuichagi. Step forwards. Good. Okay, excellent. So just a little thing we can do. So what we'll do now is we'll go back onto 3-step sparring. Okay, I want to cover number 4 today because number 4 is has a peak chug in it, which is a really good movement that we do at the down level. So what we need to start with is I'm gonna be checking my notes here because I'm actually going backwards, so I'm having to work it out to reverse. Is that your right foot's going to step back from here, you're going to do a double middle strike. So step back from here, double middle block. Okay, so again, one arm is like an uppercut, the other arm on the inside here. That's as we step back, we kind of draw the arms to the side, and we just step back and we twist this hip in. So it doesn't really do this, okay? It more does the sinking in motion. So in the downs especially, this is quite a prominent move in your Yuk forms. So here, we're just stepping and we're sinking our way in rather than trying to rotate. Because it's about receiving the energy, we're not trying to deflect it, we're trying to stop it. We're simply just moving away from the technique coming in, and this is going up as a safety block. Okay? So from the Chumbi position, arms to the side, this hip's going to sink in as we do. Good. Okay. Next move, we're going to step and we're going to prepare. So notice we go from back stance to cat stance, and we prepare with the right arm on top and the left hand here. Right? As we step back, we're going to chop in this chopping motion. Step back and chop. Step back and chop. Okay? Which from here is just this motion here. Okay? Next position, we've done this quite a lot in the weeks. We step back to cross-leg stance. At the same time, we Yuk Sudo. Okay? So, Yuk Sudo. Perfect. Lovely. We'll go from that position here, yeah? So, think of more of, for downs especially doing 3-step, more about this motion, less about this motion. That makes sense, yeah? Okay, so Chumbi. So, to the side. Here. Prepare. Cat stance. Step back and chop. 2. Shoot. Cross-leg stance. Now, from here, peak juggy. Shoot. And step forwards. Okay, that's the next move. So from here, and step forwards. Good. Right. That's why we practice peak juggy at the beginning of the class to get you used to throwing that peak juggy out. Okay. So again, Chumbi stance. Sorry, going backwards. It's the right foot, isn't it? There. In. Good. Prepare again. Into cat stance. 2. Shoot. Chop. Cross leg stance. Set. Good. Here. Shoot. Chop. Now, if you can hold your leg at this position here, we're going to step forward with our right leg, and we're going to Yuk Sudo, or bridge hand with our left arm. This position here. Right? So what we're doing is we're going from the 45-degree angle, and we're creating the same 45-degree angle on the other side. So what you're doing is you're just throwing your hip this way, landing, see the hips, boom, landing in that front stand at the same time in Yuk Shik. All right, so that's the next part of the drill. So think of it less of an arm throw, and more of a drop. And that arm just comes along for the ride. Okay, so from the jumping position, right foot steps back, in, yeah, prepare, step back and jump, 2, shoot. Step back, cross legs down, set. From here, picture, yeah. Then, das. Rotate here, okay, and then Kwando strike. See, the Kwando ends up in line with my hip rather than over here. Yeah. Okay. So if I just borrow Master Bob a second, okay. If you just put your arm there. So the idea is when you hit them with this here, okay, you're dropping, you're coming underneath the arm, and you're striking down onto the collarbone, okay, or down onto the back of the head, if you need to, right? So you don't want to go too far past your body, just in line with your own shoulder, okay? So from this position, imagine going under the arm now, dropping this rear arm, see I'm dropping it, and I'm just launching that hammer fist straight onto the collarbone, okay? So, should we step back down, shoot. Okay. Excellent. So from here, prepare, step back, 2, shoot, block. Look, pseudo, set. Peek jab. And then Yuk Shik. Drop that rear arm underneath. Hammer fist. Now, if you borrow a second, guys. So go down to the feet, sorry. When you're in this stance here, we're going to do this. So this. So yeah, here. See, you're in a modified front stance. This position, this way. Here, there. Right. As we do that movement, go back up again, sir. We are punching at the same time. Right. So it's like a jumping punch, or modified jump punch. Generally, when you jump punch, you're going backwards. You must think of it as a backwards punch rather than a forwards punch. Okay. So we'll add the jumping punch on the end. We've got a smaller skipping punch, I guess. So jumping. Okay. Right foot this way. Shoot. There, cat stance. Step into 2. Shoot. Okay. Yuk Shik, set. Peek jab, net. Yuk Shik, das. Good. Kwando. Now we're going to jump punch with the left. Das. Shoot. And that is 3 steps going Sansu sit there. Sabo. Okay, number 4. Okay. Sabo. Sabo, yeah, that's a Chinese name. Sorry. It's great stuff in Chinese. Yes, Sabo, number 4. Okay, let's do it one more time. Okay. Excellent. Right for a second. Shoot. Yeah. 2. Step back, Yuk Shik, set. Now you're already in a great position for that peek jab. You get the arms here. Peek jab, yeah. That's 1, 2. Jump and set. Shoot. Sure. Okay, so that is 3 step number 4. It's a really, really nice one. It incorporates this peek jab. And for those of you who haven't seen a peek jab before, let me give you a little explanation of what you can do to start off with those. Okay. So basically striking with the ball of your foot. So a really good range technique is obviously if Master Bob's got his guard out, if you face the camera, if that's okay. With his guard up like that, it's quite difficult to get in here. That's not impossible to get here. So if his arm is raised forwards, the kidneys here is a great shot you can take. If you face me, sir. So this is probably better. So what you can do is you can go round the guard and you can strike right into the kidneys here. This twisting kick right into the ribs, break the ribs. Or you can go to the head and you can strike the head. Probably the ribs is easier because it's a bigger surface area to kick, right? And the head's a bit of a chancing shot. But again, what you can do is if I round kick him, when I draw a block here, it's going to open up here. So don't press the counter. So just explain. So if I round kick Master Bob, and he brings his arm across to block it, he's opening up this here, and he's opening up this here. Right, so you face me. So if you go, so if you go into the block, so if you block my kick, so if he blocks it here, I simply withdraw my leg, and then I twist and kick this way, or kick this way into the ribs. This way, so. Right? So a great way to set it up is to come in and do the roundhouse kick and block it, because your knee is already in that position. You draw it back to your body, and then you rotate and kick this way, or you kick this way. Right? So I use the peak juggy a lot by a round kick, and then fake it into a peak juggy. For me, it works really well in sparring, because I think people don't expect that twist kick. They expect you to step and do something, but it's a great way to set it up. To get the person to draw their arms over here to block, giving you here and giving you here. And that's its kind of primary function as peak juggy. Right? So let's do Soo Bahk leg kicho to finish the class today. We're going to do Yuk Shiks. We covered Yuk Shiks a couple of weeks ago. I kind of want to go back over this Yuk Shik movement. Okay? So, again, we're doing a 45-degree motion with this, turning this shoulder back, bringing this shoulder forwards. Okay? And then all we're doing is we're just bringing our hip in, so from the side view, we're just drawing this rear hip in before we kind of push out. So the rear hip does this motion here. Right? This is where all the power comes from. A lot of times when people Yuk Shik, they're throwing their arms forwards, and actually they're leaving their hip behind. So what we're going to do is we're just going to angle off, get the hip in, and then we're going to push the rear hip and just explode forwards. So from a chumbi position, right foot's going to angle up, but left hip's going to be contracted, and then push forwards. Good. Let's try the other side. Chumbi position, left foot's going to step in, hips going 2, step forwards. So I want the feeling to be when you do this, that exact thing you just had, just doing that. Not even worrying about your arms, okay? Because if you worry about your arms, that robot motion happens and the shoulders goes tense and everything goes horribly wrong. So what we're going to do is, from here, we're going to draw the arm across with the leg. So you see the arm comes across, and the other arm, from here, just comes behind. So kind of like a marching motion, forwards and backwards, like this motion. Yeah? One. And as we step forwards, we just project the arm in a straight line towards the groin. All right? So if you consciously move your arm, okay, it tends to go this way, right? Because the hip is traveling in that direction. So you want to let it just come forward on its own, and it naturally swings into that groin strike position. Right? If it's done with no real force in the shoulder. All right? So from this position, okay, let's angle off, right leg, right arm forward, in. Now, push from the hip to in. Good. This position, in again. Lovely. Now we're going to prepare by just bringing the right arm, left arm, so up, and bring our arm across. This is going to come to the center of our body where our belt is. No further than that. And there, reverse punch. Okay. That's Yuk Shik elbow. Right? So think of the key points in this technique is, when you're here, you don't need to go any further than the center of your belt. Right? This basically is a redirection technique. If you come all the way over here, you're too far. There is great. So I use my knot of my belt as my pivot point before you throw that reverse punch forward. Okay, if that makes sense, yeah. So let's try one side again. Going to our left hand side. One. Good. Now this hip should be in. So you're pushing your hip out and rotate it. 2. Good. shoot, punch. Lovely. Good. Okay, let's do one more this side. All right. So let's do it as one move. We're going to go 1, 2, and then we'll freeze at that point. So again, use the groin as your guide. Look. Because obviously the belt's over here slightly. So if I was come over here, it's too far. Just the inside of your leg here as your target. So inside of the leg, inside of the leg. That's kind of what we're going to do. Should be. Okay. Angle. In. Shoot 1. Shoot 2. Yeah. Now. Oh. Shoot. Punch. Finish. Lovely. Excellent. Let's try one this side. Come in. Yotsudo. Chura Yotsudo. Right. Let's go this way. Jumping position. Angle. In. Shoot 1. Hips in. 2. Angle. Shoot. Punch. Excellent. Oh. Good. So. That's right. Hanging off to your right hand side. 1, 2, shoot in. Excellent. So, everyone's got that really well. Breathing. Okay. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out quickly. Okay. Breathe in. Long breath. Breathe out. Punch. Okay. So, this technique is a speed technique. So it has to be a quick breath in and a short breath out to get to here before you take a long breath in and a long breath out. So long breath in, long breath out, short breath in, short breath out, long breath in, long breath out. Okay, so a bit of a speed and power, okay, or hot and cold energy. So, Chubi, let's go off to that left hand side. Shoot. 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 Excellent. Let's go off to the right hand side. Okay. Shoot. Shoot. Excellent. Okay, guys. Shoot. And that's Yuk Shik Ilbon by Soo Bahk. Okay. So let's do a little bit of conditioning. So we'll start with just the up, down, roundhouse kicks. This is a really great technique for is working the hip strength at the top. Because your leg is completely straight, you're having to work the hardest lever point to go up and down. So you don't want to take it any further than your belt level, just up and down to stretch it out. Right? So again, if we just start in the round kick position, so our foot's not in line with our knee, it's just past our knee. Right? Right, we're going to do 15 leg lifts. Set. Yeah. That's it. That's it. Go. Go. Up. Go. Yep. Set. Set. Two sets. Okay. Yeah. That's the body. Good. Set. Yeah. That's it. That's it. Good. Good. Up. Good. Good. Set. Set. Okay, so chamber stretches. If you want to improve your roundhouse kicks or your side kicks, okay, a lot of the time, I assumed when I first started stretching, the wider I can get my legs apart, the higher the kicks will be. That's absolutely correct. What I forgot to think about was actually that it comes from the hips. If the hips aren't flexible, the legs can't get wide. Okay? This is a little stretch that I stumbled across, which really helped me improve the height on my chamber. Chamber is this position here for round kicks, side kicks, and hook kicks. So we're going to do 10 very fast up and down movements, okay, just to kind of warm your hips up, getting used to stretching. Because when you do kicks, this quick motion is what you want to get your body used to doing. 10 quick up and downs. Again, you don't have to go too high, just enough to warm those hips up. Again, from the chamber position, you can hold on to the side if you wish. Pull that knee straight in. Hana, go, set, yeah, that's it, go, go, up, go. Okay. Now, two sides. Again, so you can do between 10 and 20 of these to warm up. So, Hana, go, set, yeah, that's it, go, go, up, Good. So when you do this, it's key not to drop your knee. You want to keep that knee up as high as you can. Okay. Well, next stretch that's really helped me is something called isometric stretching. And that's what we were doing at the beginning of class, where I got you to tense your muscles, because in doing that, you're putting them under extra stress, which is naturally going to stretch them out quicker. So when you do the chamber position, if you force your knee, it doesn't look like a lot of big motion, but if you force your knee up and try and push it to the ceiling and hold that stretch, anything between 15 and 30 seconds, you are going to find your chamber position is going to really improve. We're only going to do 10 seconds because we're short of time today. I want to force your knee as high as you can get. It won't feel like a big motion. You should feel it right in your hips. Okay? So, chamber position. From the knee, pull that heel in. Push up, hana, do, set, net, yasu, yasu, ilgo, yoro, hop, yoro, and down. Okay? So what I did is I did a set of 10 seconds with the knee up, 5 seconds relax, another 10 seconds with the knee up, 5 seconds relax, another 10 seconds. And for me, that worked really well. So I do this position, I force it up, I relax. Now I'm not dropping my knee, I'm just relaxing the leg. Push it up again for 10 seconds, relax it a little bit, then push it up for 10 seconds. And just doing that on one leg and doing it on the other is probably all you're going to need to do like 2 or 3 times a week to really improve your stretching. Okay, so if we go to the other side now, we're going to force that knee up for 10 seconds. Off we go. Hana, do, set, net, yasa, yasa, yoga, yoga, hop, yoga, and slow down. Okay. And it's really the muscles here in the bottom of the glutes that need to stretch more than anything else. Okay, so when we put our legs apart, most of you guys are pretty flexible on the inside of your thighs here. It's these muscles here that are restricting us getting our legs wider. This stretch is a great way for you to open your legs wider, because these muscles, even though they're being squashed when you put your legs apart, are still being stretched. Great. So let's warm down with a little nice little gentle stretch now. So we do a quad stretch. So just push forwards, Hannah. Do, set, yeah, that's it, that's it. Yoga, yoga, and the knee comes up. Do, set. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Yeah. Change. Down. Up. Set. Yeah. That's it. That's it. Good. Good. Yeah. Set. Yeah. That's it. That's it. Good. Good. So from here, you put your right leg forwards. Okay. So hands at the top of your hip. What I want you to do is push your right bottom cheek out as you lean forward. So, yeah, that's it. Yes. You're going to change legs. So as you push your bottom out, you get that little bit of an extra stretch of that lengthening of the hips. Okay? The hamstrings and the hips. Push under. Step. Yeah. That's it. That's it. Good. You're right. That's it. So the last couple of stretches. So arm first away. Stretch out. Hannah. Step. Yeah. That's it. That's it. Good. Change across. Good. Step. Yeah. That's it. That's it. Good. Good. We're going to do the back stretch. So again, we're going to make a barrel with our arms. Okay. In the horse stance. We're just going to open our back out. Just arch. And try and stretch across the back here. Put your lats on your back. And stretch out. Good. So, yeah. That's it. That's it. Good. The last one behind. We're going to lift up this time. Good. So, yeah. That's it. That's it. Excellent. Excellent class so far. So, check. Okay. Super.
Fine.